Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel may have dreamed new midfield, including player Ian Wright loves. With Jorginho turning 30 in December and N'Golo Kanté 31 in March, Chelsea are slowly but surely going to have to think about the next evolution of their midfield. And with each passing Premier League weekend, they are being shown they have a player on their books for the future whom they cannot ignore. Ian Wright said of Chelsea fan and academy graduate Conor Gallagher, currently starring on loan at Crystal Palace, last week. "When I watch him, he's never less than 7 out of 10. He's consistently good in every game I've seen him play. Obviously, he has had to go on loan. But he's showing Chelsea exactly what he's got. Now you can't ignore him. It's unbelievable how he's doing this." The Arsenal legend doubled down on his praise of Gallagher after the 21-year-old clinched a goal and an assist in a 2-0 defeat of champions Manchester City at the Etihad on Saturday. Speaking on Match of the Day, Wright added, "He was everywhere, he was doing everything." His colleague Alan Shearer added, "Wrighty has mentioned him, but Conor Gallagher was magnificent." Must read. Norwich sacking Daniel Farke could be good for Chelsea. The tireless and tenacious Gallagher, who also impressed at West Brom last season, although the Baggies were ultimately relegated, is proving he can be an option for Thomas Tuchel as early as next season. Be it bursting forward with the ball, supporting an attack with his late runs from deep, his creativity in possession or his ability to win the ball back and cover defensively, Gallagher is developing into a well-rounded player in the center of the pitch and is adding more and more direct goal contributions to his game too. In the longer term, Chelsea may be able to name a midfield, be it a two-man partnership in a 3-4-2-1 or a three-man combination in a 4-3-3 consisting completely of academy-taught talents with Gallagher one of them. Billy Gilmour may have joined from Rangers aged 15, joining for around £500,000, but it was at Chelsea where his professional career began, after immediately making an impression upon his move down to England. Don't miss. Solskjaer's Man United £100 million transfer priority becomes clear, and the 20-year-old can have a big future at Stamford Bridge, even though he's being starved of game time at winless Norwich City at the moment. More Premier League news. Tottenham don't have same Erik ten Hag issue that Newcastle de Martin Keane hails Arsenal duo who have everything. Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp may have to try out new experiment. Daniel Farke has snubbed the on-loan Gilmour of late, having turned to more experienced players to try and lift the Canaries out of their current gloom. It has not worked, however, with the German surely on the brink of being sacked. Yet the Scot has shown for his country and for Chelsea, under both Frank Lampard and Tuchel, that he is capable of excelling at the highest level in spite of his diminutive frame. The industrious ballplayer could even be the long-term replacement for Ballon d'Or contender Jorginho at the base of Chelsea's midfielder. With Gilmour as the tempo-setting holder and Gallagher as the number 8 to provide offensive and defensive balance, future captain candidate Mason Mount could then be the most attack-minded number 10 to provide goals and assists. Mount has blossomed into a brilliant player for Chelsea, whether operating as a wide forward or a little deeper in midfield. He endured a long drought in front of goal, but ended that in emphatic fashion against Norwich at the end of October with a hat-trick. He racked up 9 goals and 9 assists in 54 games last season, including the assist for the only goal in the Champions League final win over Manchester City, and has proven himself a player Tuchel has great trust in. A tricky trio of Gilmour, Gallagher, and Mount through Chelsea's spine would offer plenty of ability on both sides of the ball, and certainly ample energy and dynamism. None of the trio are over 6 feet, but then the Blues' current midfield options are not necessarily renowned for their presence in the air anyway, with that aspect of the game left to the centre-backs behind them. Not to mention all 3 are homegrown, which if they were to feature under Tuchel would help the German to fulfill the promises he's made in recent months. He said after Mount's Norwich treble, "It's a pleasure to have that mix between the best players of the world from all countries and the academy players. That makes things special and creates a certain energy and atmosphere for the spectators in the stadium. This is what we want, and we will always try to push guys through, but in the end, let's be honest, it's a matter of quality and not where you come from. There is plenty of work to be done, and Gilmour must respond well to his current woes at Norwich to get his development back on track, while Gallagher will need to play as well as he is for Palace for Chelsea, should he get an opportunity to do so. But if the duo can realise their potential and Mount can maintain his upward trajectory, an all-British Chelsea midfield in the near future is not out of the question whatsoever. And what a talented and combative midfield it would be too.